If you're using Lightroom Classic instead of Adobe Bridge to manage your images, let's take a moment to see how easy it is to import the exercise files and open them into Photoshop if you're not using Lightroom Classic. Then you can go ahead and skip this video. So first you'll need to download the exercise files, and I've downloaded them to my desktop. Then I'll click import, and in the selector source area I'll navigate to that folder of exercise files. I want to be sure to include all of the subfolders, and I'm just going to add them in place. I'll choose import in order to have Lightroom import those files, or in this case basically become aware of them. Then in the folders panel I can just navigate to that new folder that contains all of the exercise files, and then just go directly to one of the folders in order to open the files. Now depending on the file type that you select, you might get a dialog box. If I'm just working with a raw file such as this DNG file, and I choose to open this in Photoshop by choosing Photo Edit in and choosing Edit in Photoshop, Lightroom is simply going to apply any of the adjustments that I've made in the Develop module in Lightroom to that file and open it into Photoshop. Let's go ahead and close this file. I'm not going to save any changes, and I'm going to return to Lightroom Classic. If I'm working with a PSD file or a JPEG file and I choose Photo Edit in and then Edit in Photoshop, then I am going to see this dialog where I have a choice between editing a copy with Lightroom adjustments or editing the original. Now if this is a layered Photoshop file, I definitely want to choose to edit original in order to open this and keep all of those layers. For now I'll just click cancel. But one note before we wrap up: if you're working with your own images, you're definitely going to want to take advantage of the Develop module in Lightroom in order to make your images look their best before opening them in Photoshop. But if you're following along using the exercise files provided with the course, we are simply going to open the files into Photoshop and start working.